Yeah, mute all the mics first.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Hello. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Stock Market Talks. This is HT with a session on swing trading for short-term positional setups. Before we proceed, let me go ahead with the indicators that I used. The first one is the default Bollinger Band. Second one would be the 200 simple moving average, corners RSI. The settings would be needed to change are the upper band would be 85 and the lower band would be 15. The inputs would be default. We have RSI 4. The settings are 80 and 20 for the upper band and the lower band. And the two indicators which need to be also added are historical volatility, which has to be changed to 100, and ADX with 10 and 10. You would find this indicator as average directional index in the indicators default indicators of TradingView. So basically this setup is a very simple and straightforward setup. All you need to do is you need to first find a stock which crosses or touches the lower Bollinger Band on a daily time frame. At the same time, we need to observe the corners RSI should be below or should be touching 15, or RSI 4 should be at 20 or below 20. And some of the stocks have been selected by group members, so I would be showing you those stocks. One of them would be Divi's Lab. So this setup happened on the 29th of January, and immediately the next day, once the conditions are fulfilled, the next day we should have a green candle and the price should be trading up above, right? So we have the green candle. So we mark the high of the green candle, and the next two settings that we need to observe are historical volatility and ADX. Daily chart, the historical volatility should be around 40. So 37, 38 is negligible, and ADX should be above 30, which is 36, right? So we wait for a crossover on the top of the green candle for a buy signal, and you can set the stop loss maybe 5 rupees or 10 rupees than the lowest candle of the last two candles. The first okay, one more thing is I forgot to tell you guys, the 200 moving average that has been plotted, right? So the price on the daily time frame should be trading above the 200 moving average, and also on a weekly time frame we need to check that the price is above the 20 SMA, which is the middle Bollinger Band. So that was on the 29th of January. So as the price is above the middle Bollinger Band, we can go ahead and initiate the buy setup. The stop loss would be the low, slightly below the lowest of the two candles, piercing the Bollinger Band, and the first target is we can book at 50 to 60% at the middle Bollinger Band, and the second target would be at the top or somewhere near the Bollinger Band as per your configuration. So money management is yours, stop loss and targets have been provided. Let's go ahead and check Titan. We found Titan on 22nd of February. So as you can see, the corners RSI is below 15, RSI 4 is below 20. It's above the 200 moving average. We need to check on 22nd Feb. It's almost at a support, so you could either discard it or you could go ahead with the setup as per your risk appetite, because the candle has not closed. The previous weekly candle has not closed and the current week candle is almost touching the middle Bollinger Band. So you can risk on this. So for initiation, you need to check the mark the high up as the next day candle is green. You can just mark the high and but even though the setup has given you 50% to the Bollinger Band, but as per the system I will not go for this setup.
HD, your voice getting muffled up.
Sorry? Can you hear me?
Yeah, now it's clear. Earlier for 1 or 2 minutes I couldn't understand what you're saying.
Okay, might have bandwidth issues. So I'll repeat about Titan.
Yeah.
Okay, let me repeat about Titan. So basically this setup, most of the conditions are right. Only two conditions which are not giving me a go for this setup are the historical volatility, which is below 40, and the ADX is below 30. So I'm not going for this setup. Next stop on the list is Bharti Airtel. Initiated on I got the signal on 22nd February. 22nd. Is it touching the lower Bollinger Band? The lower Bollinger Band value is 623.36 and the low of the candle is 583, so it has pierced the lower. Sorry, yeah, am I on the right track? Yeah, that's Bharat Forge. 588 is the low. 583, sorry. However, the next candle is not green. We have a doji. Let's go with the fourth setup. Madhusan Sumi on 27th of January. Alright. So on 27th of January we have a red candle piercing the lower Bollinger Band. Sorry, 29th January seems to be appropriate. Okay, so 29th January we have a red candle piercing the lower Bollinger Band with the CRSI below 15, RSI 4 below 20. It's trading above the 200 moving average. We go ahead and check the weekly chart for It's trading above the middle Bollinger Band, which is 20 moving average. Now to initiate the setup, the next day candle should be green. We mark the high of this candle, and before we initiate the buy, we need to check the historical volatility above 40, and ADX should be above 30 or so. It's negligible as it is 29.30. So I would go ahead with the setup. My first 50% target would be the middle Bollinger Band, and the second target would be the upper Bollinger Band. Let's go ahead with SRF. SRF was initiated on, we got the signal on 27th, SRF, on 27th of January, and it has all the conditions matching on the daily time frame. The historical volatility and ADX are almost negligible. Because the day we initiate it would be on 1st of February, but before that let us check the weekly setup as well. It's above the Bollinger Band, right? That was 27th of Jan. Right, it's trading above the middle Bollinger Band. My only worry is historical volatility, because it's just below 40, 36. So I can still take a risk, because you don't get many setups in a month. Maybe 2, 3 or 4 setups you might get in a month. We have SBI. It was we found the signal on 27 January. So 27 January seems to be a good day where many setups were initiated. Is it touching the lower Bollinger Band? The lower Bollinger Band is 288.2 and the low of the candle is 272.5. We have a green candle, RSI, CRSI well below their levels. Historical volatility is 44 and ADX is almost on the 30. So you can initiate on the high of the next candle, but before that we need to check the weekly setup, which is on the 27th of January. It's above the middle Bollinger Band, and we can go ahead and initiate the buy setup. The stop loss would be the below of the 2 candles, and the first target, which is 50 to 60% of your booking, can take place at the middle Bollinger, and the rest you can book at the top of the Bollinger Band. You have Tata Steel, which is next, initiated on 29th of January. So we have all the conditions matching in the daily time frame. Corners RSI below 15, RSI 4 below 20, historical volatility and ADX right within their levels, and on a weekly time frame, that is on 29th of January. So the same week it is trading above the middle Bollinger Band. So we go ahead and initiate at the top of the green candle. We place a buy order, we place a stop loss order just below the low of the 2 candles, and we have hit our both our targets. It has even breached the upper Bollinger Band. You have Tata Motors on 22nd December. 22nd December. Right. 21st, 22nd December. Corners RSI and RSI 4 conditions are matching. It's well above the 200 moving average. Historical volatility and ADX are 40 and above 40 and 30 respectively. And let's check the weekly time frame. 22nd December. It's well above the middle Bollinger Band, so this is a valid setup. Now, one of the members in the group had identified Bharti Airtel, which is the next potential candidate on the move, which might give us an entry for the next week. However, as you can see, the 200 moving average is almost at the borderline, so I am at a 50-50. It's kind of a 50-50 setup for me, so I'll just wait for the candle to close above the 200 moving average, and I might be able to initiate a buy setup. So this is the only drawback for me for Bharti Airtel. On a weekly time frame, it is also giving me a support on the middle Bollinger Band, that is SMA 20. And another one stock which I found was IFB Industries. On a daily time frame, this stock has touched the lower Bollinger Band. The next candle is green, trading well above the 200 moving average. Corners RSI and RSI 4 are matching. Historical volatility and ADX are well above 40 and 30. And on a weekly time frame, you have it trading above the middle Bollinger Band. So this could be another potential multi-bag or swing trade for me for maybe the next 5-6 days or 2-3 days. And I also have a charting scanner available for you guys, but it is not 100%. You have to, it will give you some stocks, but then you have to check your charts and get the entries possible as per the rules. I'll just post the scanner in the chat for everyone. Okay, I'm done with the webinar. If you have any other questions or queries, you can ask me.
Do you remember any trades you have done recently?
Yeah, recent trade, one I had taken was Netco Pharma, but the only problem was I did not have all these indicators like historical volatility and ADX, and the 200 moving average, which I recently found by reading the books of Larry Connors. Because this trade I was stuck and I was scared whether should I exit or not. What happened was I found a signal here. Let's go to the daily time frame. Okay, over here I did find the setup where the corners RSI and RSI 4 were matching, but I did not have any clue about historical volatility ADX for initiating, even about the 200 moving average. So what I did was, on the next day I saw the green candle, and the very next day I saw the high broken and I initiated a buy. My only plus point that saved me was my stop loss did not get hit. The price was moving down, was moving up, and all of a sudden my first target was met on the 4th of March. But actually, as per the new system that I have told you, right, about the historical volatility and ADX, this is not a valid setup. But luckily both my targets were hit. It crossed the middle Bollinger Band on the 4th of March, and on the 8th of March I got my second target.
Percentage wise, approximately on average, how much you can expect, like for middle Bollinger Band? Could it be like 3-4%, or
See,
I know it varies
see
from.
it is actually middle Bollinger Band is nothing but SMA 20.
Yeah.
So that also the value keeps on changing, right?
Yeah.
So I can't guarantee you anything, but I can guarantee you that this system is not 100% holy grail system, right?
No,
Because even I was
nothing
scared
is
in
100%.
this trade. I myself was stuck at one point because I had invested about 5 lakhs in this, and like I was shit scared that I will lose this trade, but luckily I survived. I started reading again. Then I found out about historical volatility, the ADX indicator, and the moving average 200, which
So you
helps me
recently
to.
added these to your existing setup, historical
Correct.
volatility and ADX. Okay. Any other trades you remember you did?
Uh, think so far I guess only one or two trades. One was I think Bajaj Finance. I suppose. 20th January. I was not historical volatility and ADX.
We are losing your voice again.
Hello.
Yeah, we can't hear you. I mean, at least I can't hear you, HT. Oh, your voice was breaking up.
Hello. Can you hear me now?
No.
Hello.
No. Try it again. Try it again. Maybe internet issues.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, it's not.
Can you guys
It's
hear
little
me?
bit. Yeah, it's little better now.
Okay. Alright. I hope you can hear me.
Yeah, it's clear now. Yes.
See, actually this setup was initiated on 18th January, but I missed this setup. However, I got the second trade which could have come to my advantage if I had taken earlier. I would have bought another tranche over here. So as per the system, I bought this on the thing 1st of February, I guess, because on 2nd February. Well, the only drawback was it was already past its first target, but somehow I managed to close it on the somewhere about here on the 8th of February. I closed it when it was giving me a red candle. I didn't get much risk reward. About 300-400 points I might have got, that's it. But that was worth it.
Yeah. Guys, any other questions? Anybody has any questions? Any clarity you need?
See, actually this system is pretty new for me as well. I'm still exploring it. If I find anything better, I'll update you guys.
Sure, man.
Because I've not taken many trades on this. But I found the system very good and I'm backtesting it as well.
You backtest in TradingView? Or?
No, manual backtest using TradingView, because some of the indicators you might not find it in Zerodha or other platforms.
Jitendra is asking range of CRSI and RSI.
Range in no. What I was saying is below this spot, from where we should expect CRSI and RSI.
CRSI
50,
should be
15.
Yeah, CRSI should be lower than 1.5, and RSI RSI could be 20 or lower than 20. So any one of the conditions can fulfill it. You don't have to check both.
Okay, any of the one.
Yeah, any one of the above.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions, guys? Alright. Any other setters?
Okay, thank you, Mowgli bro.
Hesh bro.
Yeah.
The below 15 and below 20, that red candle it should be, or the next green candle?
Red candle.
We should only check for red candle, not for green candle, right?
Yeah, we should check the. See, it could
green
be a red
candle
or
for entry.
Wait. Let me give you a brief idea about the setup again. We need to have a candle which is breaking or piercing the lowest Bollinger Band on a daily time frame.
Okay.
So on that candle, you need to have your corners RSI below 15 or RSI 4 below 20.
Okay. For the green candle, it can be anywhere, no issue.
No issue. The next candle should be green. That's it.
That's it. If the next candle is a green doji,
then also, if it breaks the high of that candle on the very next day, even after fulfilling your conditions, you buy it only after the high. Yeah, you can place a buy order after the high has breached the green candle.
Even it's a doji.
Yeah.
Okay.
As long as your conditions are fulfilled.
Okay, thank you.
Someone is asking how to calculate HV. HV is just an indicator from the TradingView, right?
It's an indicator. You just have to make the changes. Historical volatility length should be 100. That's it.
So basically it's a 100-day historical volatility?
Correct. Historicity should be above 40 and the ADX should be above 30. The ADX settings have also been explained, right? You have to change the values to 10. Alright guys, any other queries?
Looks like that's it for now. Thanks for sharing it. Appreciate it.
Okay, thank you, Mowgli bhai. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys.
Thank you. You used to be Mowgli before, right? Now I know why Praj is calling you Mowgli.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Mowgli bhai.
Yeah.